He's a politician. I'm not a politician.
Yes.
So now, and I want all those who are listening to me, I'm not doing politics.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Muslim, but I'm not doing politics.
Yeah.
He's doing political tactics.
To cut across.
Dr. Bawumia knows that even if all Muslims in this country vote for me, he cannot win election. True or false? True. If all Muslims will vote for Bawumia because of the statistics we have.
Yes.
Yes. So politically, it doesn't make sense
to be on one side.
To be on one side. So he's doing politics. And people must view him from the angle of his political strategy to be able to get the vote from every corner. And like all the politicians do, all the politicians do, they do come to Muslims. And some of them will come to the chief imam and request prayer from him. Chief imam lays hands on politicians.
According to Kasama former chief imam, Dr. Shi Osman Hunsharutu said, a woman judge Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia when it comes to he visiting various churches now to talk to the pastors, the reverends. Now at the end of the day, almost answer them say unity so upon fireman. A woman judging from religious perspective, a woman judging from political perspective. Now not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or a politician. Krimufu our Ghana. That's what number two about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nya de which my president. Obey young Christians and son which may be the president of Ghana. So more and more say on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or a Muslim. Almost every now and then, Diana, no, I sorry dim. Sass of one bombay man, no airborne and consider. Judging from political perspective, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a politician. She insist quine say over various places to campaign, if possible, to dialogue, to talk to people with different faiths, to convince them to abide Amano to become the president of Ghana. Because in Pempino, many are those who are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I say, so a Muslim, so a Christian, because in that or Presby or China or Catholic, the next day or SDA, the next day or Pentecost, they jan some gunitri so a born empire, Aman. Now, Subo say, the Muslim frown against those things, and I shake Armiam, Kasama former chief imam said that. So, no, a religious figure. In a way, Bibisa, Nando, no, say, hey, I saw the next matter. On no crampon on several occasions, only chief imam across the fee. Our Queen Gitamudi, Nebia, Incremophone Christians, no, meet me and live together as one people. Bempi crampon Christian politicians, no, almost back chief imam in China, or one payamon, and also someone we are Christians, no, almost some. The first only chief imam upon payamon. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a politician. She says, Senior. Politicians are Christians, back chief imam Bejem Pine, sounds no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so. Elko Ada so for the prophet for chain, no bomb payman, and the son is son. At the end of the day, we hear Obi Biara vote and son of the president of Ghana, especially the Christians. A check Ghana is a tenor, Krimufu me 2 pe, 8 ni na as a 7, a Christians. So, we a Muslim, into no maybe a sort fee, and conquer message, and ma. I saw members, no, maybe I couldn't about to Abama. How can we Muslim to like one share, put to get even 5% of Ghana population's votes. To say, judge Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Say, they are Pentecost or China, praise we are crazy, it is neither here nor there. Or a politician. Their political strategy, no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia used to. He want the people to know, say, or no, so we are going to be the president of Ghana. He's not only there for the Muslims. Or mind Ghana, Constitution and your Bible near the Troy and your Quran near the Troy. It is there for everybody, irrespective of your religion, your faith, your tribe. But answer on which we are accepting, and I'll bet ourselves from that perspective. It is so we are convinced. Say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being a Muslim, Christians, no, suffer, and I say inside line. It's not any now to let them know, say, they can be rest assured, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be the president, he will be there for everyone. And found so no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, ye crib. Now, Pugana, Korean, ye until no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I signed with him. The likes of former President John Dramani Mahama, I the flag bearer of National Democratic Congress, or chief imam gender. To occur chief imam on Bompire Bomano. Because of so a Muslim, you know, man Bompire. What signal will the Muslims get? Say, someone like maybe former President John Dramani Mahama, Ibisa. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Echo, Asolfia, now, of course, pastors, reverends for chain. Let's say, do so a bomb pay, man, because only a Muslim to Penia. Signal pen never send it to Christians. The likes of former President Rawlings, and Mifan Crancy, Atamis, they were Christians, but Chief Imam not one and chain, Echo Stranoma, only being for one pay. General and Sashi, at the end of the day, or Kum, I mean, so a Christian, so a Muslim, no best soon, no soon ye, Senator Chen, but she was sitting on the elbow or bra. But as a politician, so separate or some from politics. We are Muslim, we here Christians, we here Buddhists, we here all religions, and some will be to meet microphone. So, it is dominated by the Christians. Ever since Grandpa or not Dr. Mamuba, we bear the flag. New Patriotic Party, the many of those who say, hey, come on, ma, who kwaima, cremoni in the deep of my Ghana. So, because Ghana as a country, no Christians in the dominate, and as a Christians in the doors, I think there's some ma kwine, na cremoni, will be the so. So, no Dr. Mamuba, we need to convince themselves. No more gene and son at here, and she are 10% crampo. So me personally, onye boni biya. As far as I know, sumi the Sheikh Arimiam Kasama former chief imam Dr. Sheikh Osman Nuhu Shaributu say share ono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsim efa na how a okọ various asorofi no coding kita una mo mo nsaku ni ti so bompa e mana o mo nhwe no from Osun line and as a perspective o mo nhwe no from political perspective so onye boni biya. And I side with him. Do you have different opinion about what Sheikh Alimia can for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia when it comes to him visiting the various churches to talk with them? Now, at the end of the day, what different opinion about that? Shall I dream or comment section? The best so we say, oh, shall I dream if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia visiting various churches? Nampo, a software, more than say, good it is so airborne by a man. Well, subscribe to the channel means to like a comment. Not see video more of it.
It's not an aberration. If there are good reasons why, for example, you find me in a church, I have entered into the church. I've entered into the church with the chief imam. I'm in a Catholic cathedral here on a certain anniversary. I mean, the chief imam was invited, and I went together with him. Apart from the fact that he entered into Christ the King, because of the interfaith and my interfaith engagement, I also am invited. I'm in Presbyterian church. We have a public lecture in the Presbyterian church. I go there, I give lecture, and so on and so forth.
But do you practice their faith?
It doesn't make me less
of a Muslim.
Less a
but
Muslim.
Practicing their faith, does that dent your Islamic faith?
I mean, there's how you describe practicing the faith. I mean, for example. If I go and for example, I have to also behave like every Christian will do. I mean, down deep inside me, that I am a Christian. Though I say I'm a Muslim, but I'm a Christian. Compromising my faith, for example, then there's something wrong.
Where compromising faith will mean what? So, for instance, if a Muslim goes to the Catholic Church. And the priest lays hands upon him to pray for him. Is that compromising?
I mean, no. I mean, there are things that are done symbolically. Symbolically. I mean, priests come to the chief imam's place.
Yes. To greet.
I mean, to greet him. And then when they are going, they say they want to say a prayer for him. So sometimes I cringe a little bit. I don't know what will happen. So then I will whisper to his ears that, man, I mean, said they want to say a prayer for them. Let them pray. He said, let them pray. Reverend Lawrence Tete I've gone with him, and he has asked the chief imam, he wanted to pray for him, and he's held chief imam's hand and prayed. And as he was praying, chief imam recites, Amen to it. Those acts are symbolic to show that friendship. There is something in religious studies we call, those of you who are academics in the study of religions, we have the phenomenological study of religions. Phenomenology is a method of study, method of research, which requires that you bracket your subjectivities and open up in order to understand something. So those things are there. So symbolically, you can do something, and those one we call them the empathetic engagement. Empathetic engagement. That's what is
so there. For those who view Dr. Bawumia's visits to the churches, should it be seen within the interfaith empathetic?
Yeah, that is within the interfaith and empathetic engagement, and also he is a politician. I'm not a politician.
Yes.
So now, and I want all those who are listening to me, I'm not doing politics.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Muslim, but I'm not doing politics.
Yeah.
He's doing political tactics.
To cut across.
Dr. Bawumia knows that even if all Muslims in this country vote for him, he cannot win election. True or false? True. If all Muslims will vote for Bawumia because of the statistics we have.
Yes.
Yes. So politically, it doesn't make sense
to be on one side.
To be on one side. So he's doing politics. And people must view him from the angle of his political strategy to be able to get the vote from every corner. And like all the politicians do, all the politicians do, they do come to Muslims. And some of them will come to the chief imam and request prayer from him. Chief imam lays hands on politicians. He lays his hand on politicians, and it's in the pictures, people know. Now, when I have met the chief imam, and you find Muslim and Christian politicians have come, they squat and give their heads to the chief imam to hold and pray. It is because of how they see him. But it doesn't make them less Christians.
Okay.